Crash! The noise ripped me awake, and the first thing I saw was a total disaster of a room. And standing right there, smack in the middle of the chaos, were the three of them. They saw me wake up and gave each other this awkward look. Finally, my sister, Brittany, glared at me, all righteous indignation. What are you staring at? We just came in here to see if you're stashing anything. Mom and Dad have busted their asses raising you all these years, and you're hiding a secret stash of cash. Hearing Brittany's words, Mom and Dad jumped on the bandwagon, backing her up. They pointed their fingers at me, not holding back. Your sister's right. We've worked ourselves to the bone to raise you, and you owe us. Hand over all your money right now. Hearing those familiar words, I just froze, completely stunned. I instinctively reached for my chest, touching my heart. Wasn't I just killed by Brittany? Didn't she shove a knife right into my chest? Wasn't I already dead? My parents' accusations were still ringing in my ears. Just like before, Brittany wants to be like those online celebs, go to charm school, and marry a billionaire as a quick way to the top. But last time, I thought it was a crazy idea. Last time, the charm school tuition would have cleaned out our entire saving. We're just a regular, working-class family, for crying out loud. We can't afford that kind of thing. And going to charm school doesn't guarantee you'll marry rich. It's all just online marketing BS. I tried to talk Brittany out of it, telling her she should be more down to earth. Brittany actually listened to me and didn't go to charm school. But then our neighbor, Ashley, actually married some big shot after going to that damn charm school. She became a real-life trophy wife. Brittany just snapped, filled with jealousy, convinced it was all my fault. She grabbed a knife and jammed it straight into my heart, without a second thought. I closed my eyes for a second, trying to get my head straight. Now I finally believe it. I really died, but somehow I've been reborn. If I get a do-over, I'm definitely not sticking my nose in other people's business. If Brittany wants to go to charm school, then let her go. I'm not giving her a single freaking dime. I just stared at them, my face blank. My parents, they've always played favorite ever since we were little. Even though Brittany and I are both their daughters, both born from their flesh and blood. But they've always been all about Brittany. If Brittany got something, I didn't. If I had something, Brittany had to have it too. Growing up, I was stuck taking care of the whole damn family, cooking and cleaning and everything else, while Brittany acted like some kind of princess, waiting for me to serve her. All I got was insults and beatings. My whole family treated me like I wasn't even human. But deep down, I always had this tiny sliver of hope, you know? I'm still their daughter, after all. Even if things were rough, we were still a family. But this time, I'm not buying it anymore. I don't need a family like that. I looked at them, cold and detached. You already know how much money I have. I hand over my entire paycheck every single month. Brittany's face twisted with fury. That's not good enough. I have to go to charm school. The application fee is 10 grand, and you better find a way to come up with it. My parents hesitated for a second, but I knew they had a secret stash of savings. They just wanted to bleed me dry first. Chapter 2. Moving out. Faced with Brittany's demands, my parents immediately turned on me again. They actually wanted me to take out a loan to pay for Brittany's damn charm school. But I'm not the same sucker I was in my past life. I won't try to talk Brittany out of it, and I sure as hell won't be taking out any loans for her. I stood up and started throwing my stuff into a suitcase. I'm getting out of here. I'm moving out. If I stay in this house with these people, I swear I'm gonna do something I'll regret. Seeing what I was doing, the whole family just lost it. My mom slapped me across the face hard. You little bitch. If you dare move out of this house, don't ever come crawling back. I held my cheek and stared at them, my face blank. My parents were giving me these hateful looks, and Brittany was practically jumping for joy, loving every minute of it. But this time, I won't let them walk all over me. I didn't even finish high school. I went straight to work to support this whole damn family. They've been spending my money, living it up like they're royalty. Seeing that I was serious about leaving, Brittany suddenly freaked out. Without me to milk for cash, she'd never be able to afford charm school. She instinctively reached out, blocking my way, trying to stop me from leaving. But I wasn't listening to her anymore. A cold smile twisted my lips. Mom and Dad are loaded, right? My money's all with them. If you want to go to charm school so bad, why don't you ask them to pay for it? Hearing that, Brittany immediately spun around, fixing her gaze on my parent. My parents' eyes darted around, avoiding eye contact, looking guilty as hell. They probably thought this charm school thing was a long shot too. But Brittany's their precious angel, the apple of their eye, the one they've spoiled rotten since day one. They just couldn't bring themselves to tell her no. I took advantage of the moment, grabbing my bag and walking out the door, without a single backward glance. Even if I'm flat broke, I don't want to spend another second in that house. Just being there makes me sick, like I'm suffocating. As soon as I was gone, Brittany ran straight to my parents' bedroom and started tearing the place apart, turning everything upside down. She finally found their bank book. It showed a balance of $200,000, most of which was money I'd handed over to them over the years. Brittany's eyes just about popped out of her head when she saw all that money. That That was more than enough to pay for charm school, with plenty left over. She could even buy herself some new designer stuff. Brittany snatched up the bank book and made a beeline for the door. My parents tried to stop her, to grab it back, but that was their life saving. It was supposed to be their retirement fund, the money they'd use to take care of themselves when they got old. But Brittany knew how to play them. She changed her expression, gave them her best puppy dog eyes, and whined. Lisa can always make more money, can't she? You always said you loved me the most. Once I go to charm school and marry a rich guy, you can come live with me and enjoy the good life. My parents looked at each other, their love for Brittany outweighing their attachment to the money. Deep down, they were dreaming of living the high life too. They figured if Brittany could just land a rich husband, they'd be set for life, living in the lap of luxury. Just like that, Brittany got her hands on $200,000. No problem. She and Ashley, the neighbor, signed up for charm school together. Now, here I am, kicked out of my own house, with only $200 in my pocket. That's all I had managed to save up on my own, hiding it away in secret. Any money I earned at work, they'd always find a way to take it. At first, they'd make up some excuse, saying they were saving it for me. But then I saw them, clear as day, handing my hard-earned cash over to Brittany. After that, they didn't even bother to pretend anymore. I took a deep breath, trying to calm myself. From now on, their lives were their own business. I didn't give a damn what happened to them, and I sure as hell wasn't going to try and talk Brittany out of going to charm school. This time around, I was gonna live my life for me, and me alone. I didn't have a fancy college degree, so I was stuck with doing manual labor. But I got lucky and found a job that paid pretty well and wasn't too backbreaking. Cleaning offices for a big corporation. Chapter 3. Be my woman. Right now, the most important thing is to stay alive, and that means having money in my pocket. If I want to change my life for the better, I gotta take it one step at a time, brick by brick. Earning my own living isn't anything to be ashamed of. But let's be honest, a young girl like me, wearing a drab cleaning uniform, kind of sticks out like a sore thumb among all these fancy business hypes. All the other cleaners are older ladies, most of them pushing 60. I'm the only one in my 20s, the freaking baby of the bunch. And from day one, they've been giving me the cold shoulder, acting like I don't belong. Of course, I saw it coming. I knew I'd be the odd one out.